Okay, so we have a really cool video for today. These are knives you do not want to miss. They are available right now while I'm making this video. So starting it off, they have some HINDERER XM18s available right now. Multiple different colors, different grinds. I will have everything linked down in the description. Now, if you hit the link, scroll down a little bit because most of the ones that are available are towards the bottom. There's orange ones, red ones, black ones. So definitely check that out. This one's the XM24. I don't think there's any 24s available, but they do have some fixed blades available. This one is the small one, the 3-inch non-flipper. They might have some small ones too. I'm not 100%, but they do have some HINDERER XM18s available, which these rarely come up on the market, especially, you know, where I can link them. So, you know, I think it's pretty exciting. I have a bunch of them. I've always want to share them with people because they are one of my favorite knives. Of course, I, you know, have criticisms on the steels and the heat treatments and things like that, but it doesn't stop them from being just an absolute badass, 100% USA made knife that screams toughness. You know, they're super tough, very freaking reliable, like crazy reliable. And that's something I always appreciate about a knife, you know, from their large hardware, you know, their big standoffs, their thick titanium scales, you know, and also in most cases there are scales available. So, you know, this one is the skinny, which is my favorite one. The sheep's foot blade is my favorite blade shape, and the skinny is my favorite one of all. But, you know, I freaking love my drop point, you know, regular one as well. So definitely check that link out. And like I was saying, there are always scales available. So like if you want to get a full titanium one or something like that, there's usually scales available in different kinds. They're usually for the titanium ones about $200, which I know is a lot for a titanium scale. But, you know, it is 100% USA made, and those are done by HINDERER. So you will have a 100% HINDERER knife. Next, the PROTECH MORDAX is available right now. And actually, the PROTECH MALIBU is available as well. I will link that down in the description. I don't own one of those. I have had it many times, you know, on the channel. I freaking love it. But I personally, my favorite PROTECH of all PROTECHs is right here, the PROTECH MORDAX. It's a manual knife. Look at that. Look at that 15-degree edge bevel. Gorgeous. 64 HRC on the Magna Cuts. I think it's 63 to 64. Phenomenal detent in action. Aluminum handles. The one that's available is S45VN, and S45VN is a great steel. It is better than S35 in every single way. Wear resistance, which means edge retention, better than that. Toughness, better. Corrosion resistance, better. It's literally better in every single way. Now, you know, so the S45 is a great steel to get. And, you know, for $240, 100% USA made handle with super steels, damn it, that to me, that's a good deal. I'm not going to argue with that, not even a little bit, especially from a company like PROTECH. And when you get it in hand, you realize, like, you know, similar to like the HINDERERs, you know, it's a knife. Let me grab the other one with the drop point. It feels like a great USA made knife that's solid, ready for action. You know, these are not super slicey, but that also means they're a little bit more robust. And if you lower back your edge angle like I did, they cut really well. So anyways, definitely check that out. The next one, the SPYDERCO MANIX. Lightweight in the lightweight version in Rex 45. One of my new favorite steels. I know it's been out for a long time, but I've never had one of my own. Well, I've had a couple, but nothing that I've really tested. And this one, damn it, I gotta say, man, and I made a video about this. I even talked about it in last night's live. This knife is holding the best factory edge I think I've ever experienced at the level of sharpness it is. I mean, look at just it touching my finger right now. I mean, ooh, come on, focus. I mean, it literally peels back skin just touching it. And, you know, and I've been using it. So, you know, just hitting it on the strap a couple times brings this thing back to paper towel shaving sharp, hair whittling sharp, and it just keeps holding it longer. I am super impressed with Rex 45, and now, you know, I'm beginning to think that I'm gonna have to knock something out of my top 5 steel list and replace it with Rex 45. It is that good. Now, this is the lightweight, but now the lightweight comes with hardware. And this is a GP Knives exclusive. I should have said that. The link will be down in the description. But because it comes with the hardware, Original Goat is going to be making scales for it. So it won't be too long and they'll have some scales for it. So if you do pick one up, you can enjoy it as a lightweight for a little while. And then you can get aluminum or titanium scales. You get the aluminum, you'll keep it lightweight while preserving a little bit more toughness. But you could also get, you know, like the titanium scales that they have, you know, so, you know, whatever you want to do. But the point is though, is that you'll have the options, you know, very, very soon for the lightweight, which is really, really cool. So I love the Stormtrooper look, to be honest. And I don't like FRN, but if I'm going to have FRN, Spyderco is the one I want. They're so much more durable than any other companies. You know, the way the texturing is, you know, I feel like I could stab this into something. I feel like I could use this in oily conditions and wet, slippery conditions. You know, I love that. And it's crazy how tough this knife feels. Listen to just the lockup alone. Such a solid lockup. The D10's solid, but it's crazy how solid this is for how light it is. And it's shocking. Like, and you pick it up and you expect it like, okay, this can't be too tough because, you know, FRN, you know, lightweight. But when you start using it and beating on it, you realize like, holy cow, this thing just doesn't quit. Next one. MSIs, yes, they are coming right now, so they're not 100% available right this moment, but check the link because I don't know when you're watching this. All I know is it's on the new arrivals of Blade HQ. So hit the link, check it out. They should be, you know, dropping anytime. When they put them at the top of the list right there, it's like any day, if not any minute. So that is something that, yeah, I know it sucks to refresh, but you know, maybe it's available right now when you're watching this. So hit the link and check it out. And the thing is that the ones that they have available, I think are $177 or something, $170, $180. That's badass. So way less than what I paid. I don't want to talk about that. I bought mine directly from MICROTECH at the show along with some stitches, and I bought a bunch of them and I paid out the ass. Anyways, I digress. I do like the knife a lot. You know, I have criticisms of all knives, but you know, it is a great knife, a USA made knife. It's tough. I love that they did a manual, you know, and because I want to see more and more manuals from MICROTECH, you know, I'm going to scream about it. I do like it a lot. And, you know, I know a lot of people are getting them. So I do think it was a good move on their end. I only think we've been screaming at them to make manual knives for 10 years, but anyways, now the next one I don't have, but I seen it on the site on Blade HQ. I will link it down in the description. They have hollow ground versions of the 80-20.5 that dropped in 20 CV with 90 thousandths blade stock thickness. You know, that's the thickness of a quiet carry with a hollow grind. That's like the waypoint. I don't know how thin it is. It is a saber grind, you know, kind of like this one is, but with a hollow. Now, like I said, man, I haven't tried it, but all I know is I read about it on Blade HQ, and I thought it was awesome. The thing is, I just got this. If I knew that one was coming, I never would have gotten this one. You know, it's got the Ultim scales. You know, I like this blade shape, and if I did get it, I would probably get this one with the hollow grind, but they do have clip point versions as well. But anyways, you know, it's something I figured I'd tell you guys about. You know, maybe if you didn't get this one, you might want to get that one. Like I said, you know, I already invested this one as much as I want that other one. You know, I just, you know how it goes, man. Sometimes you got the funds, sometimes you don't. Right now, I don't have the funds to grab that one. But maybe if I hear some good things here soon about it, because like I said, I haven't seen anybody check it out. I haven't heard anybody talk about it. They just dropped like yesterday. So hopefully I'll find some information on it, some better information, and then maybe even get one myself. I don't know, but definitely check out the link if you're interested. BestTech Cetus, the BestTech Cetus. This is one that I was screaming about before it dropped. Well, they are available. I do have a BestTech link down in the description. I think they're like, I don't even want to say the price because they're always subject to change. Just check out the link. But this is a good one, guys. I know it's a wicked grind, but hear me out. Watch my first impressions on this, and I still have not changed any opinion. It's still just as good as when I first got it. It has a deep hollow grind. deep, deep hollow grind right here. Very thin. Nice, robust thickness up here, except for it does have a very pokey precision tip. So the beautiful thing with this is it's a drop point. So since it's a drop point, the utility cuts are great. However, you still do have the secondary tip, but that's not what I would use it for. I just use the primary tip because it's so easy to use. But this area, when you're slicing with these ergos, it feels like you're holding a fixed blade. It is that good. So when you're holding this thing and you're slicing, this section traps the material in because it's got that shelf right there to get to the flat grind. So you get extended cuts, like really, like you can do repeat cuts super fast and super accurate. It's a banger. This one's a banger. Titanium bolster lock. It is on a crossbar lock. So nice, strong locking system. They did a good job with it. I wouldn't say the detent is super strong, but you know, it's good. You know, I would say it's about average with most crossbar lock companies. Titanium mill pocket clip that works great in and out of the pocket. It's nice and smooth. You can see there's tons of room under there, not a ton of tension. This is a good clip. And then it lands in the perfect place. You know, I know it's there, but I don't feel it. It's great, man. And then look at the sharpen tool and plunge grind. They did a great job with that. Beautiful sharpen tool and plunge grind, and get tons of life from that. The blade steel is M390 steel liners. It does have, so it is steel liners under the titanium bolsters, but you know, that's to hold the mechanism and everything. I'm not mad at that. There is a little micro jimping right here, and then you can use the thumb disc to lay your thumb on. Now, I'm not always a fan of thumb discs, but this is one I do like, and it has nice texturing around the edge of the disc. So it's easy to flick. The crossbar lock's easy to disengage. It is very, very smooth, like ridiculously smooth. This is a big, in my opinion, this is a large tactical knife. It's a tactical knife. It screams badassery. It screams cool. Great self-defense knife. Great all-around EDC knife. And then the bolster, man, man, it is such good lineup right here. They line this up so good. Perfect. And very, very comfortable in the hand. This is a good one. I love that one. Now, one more really quick, just because I don't see it getting much hype. I freaking dig this thing. I wouldn't have thought so. Let me be honest. When I seen it coming, I thought it looked cool. I was like, man, you know, that might be pretty cool. But then when I got it, I was like, oh my goodness. It literally was everything I could have wanted it to be. It is. And, you know, not that I don't like the KORVIDs. You know, I have a bunch of them. But you know, they're not 100% my style. This thing, however, because it's a fixed blade, look at this handle. It literally forms the exact shape of a hand. When you put it in your hand, you realize, like, my goodness, the ergonomics are just phenomenal without it being super big. That's the beautiful thing too. It does come in different handle materials, by the way, not just this. And then the blade is S35VN blade steel with a stone washed finish, very slicey. So you get nice and tight to that edge. You can bear down on it really good. You can pinch grip it for utility cuts. This actually works so good for EDC. The one thing I don't like is this damn clip thing, but you know, obviously you can carry it like that in the pocket or, you know, on the belt or however. I personally would probably just switch it to a tech lock. But yeah, this is one I've been just kind of using around the house. And like I said, I can't tell you how awesome it is. It really is so comfortable. And to me, like I said, you know, like with the folding version, I wasn't a big fan of the look. I actually like the look of this. I love the way they did the fuller, you know, yeah, the perfect thickness, you know, perfect width right here. Anyways, there you guys go. Work hard, stay tough. Until next time, peace.